afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting, innovating, and amazing Propagandacast with me, host Imperial Dane, the one and only Master Propaganda who loves like defender of the fatherland off into a 1v1 on Langres. In the north it is the one and only Redxwings, reddest wings, wings of pure crimson. Fighting for the German army, Deutschland, here with the 3rd Panzergrenadier Division, 5th Panzergrenadier Company. In the south it is window shopping, shopper of windows, a man whose house is filled with windows, but not much to do with it. Fighting here, though, for the British Empire, the Commonwealth, King George, all that jazz. Fighting here with the 1st British Armored Division, tasked with rooting out those Germans hiding in the farmlands. We got Kettenkrad, we got Grenadiers versus Vickers and sections, all off to the races here. And no battle choices yet for either side. We have Terror Coastal Breakthrough versus Canadian Shock Heavy Armour and Indian Artillery. So there's certainly some choices there.
The ball is finished. What next?
Redxwings focusing strong in the centre from British influence. East side Kettenkrad busy. Meanwhile, window shopping here with a bit of a broader approach. So looks like Redxwings going straight for the enemy cutoff point. Or not. There you go, sectioning again the Germans, the Enfields there, honing in on German grenadiers running up into cover, but realising it's not great, at which point they're just spending a lot of time just not shooting an instant walking about. I mean, they take a lot of damage without really doing any. Tactically, definitely not the best move there by Redxwings, really just kind of hands the engagement to his opponent for all intents and purposes. Sure, they trade some casualties, but in the end, I mean, if you look at the state of the section and the state of the Grenadiers, they are in two very, very different states. This is practically night and day. Definitely not a good engagement effort, right? So you should probably just retreat it once I've realised that was not going to work out his way. He just preserves himself some manpower and health, instead of just losing 4 Grenadiers with next to nothing to show for it. That's a pretty bad start there for Redxwings, if anything. Meanwhile, window shopping there, continuing with another infantry section. More British yeomanry to take down those bloody Germans. Grenadiers engaging those sappers at a nice, comfortable distance. Sustained guns cannot reach that far. Kettenkrad pushing westwards here, hoping to stay clear of any British infantrymen. Grenadiers reinforcing. More continued harassment here. Skirmishing. Kettenkrad all the way in the west here. Vickers team moving in. Enough, the fuel pond right outside Redxwings base has not been touched at all, which might just be due to the fact that it's like really awkwardly positioned, making it very easy to overlook, because it's just like, it's not part of like any natural capture flow, unlike this one. It's definitely a very exceptionally awkwardly positioned fuel point.
Commandant.
So,
Infantry engaging.
but enough about how awkward it is positioned. Section moving forward here, Grenadiers being pushed a bit back as well here.
Grenadiers have been mustered for battle.
Grenadiers got Redxwings, Eastern Munitions Pony falling into the British hands, a lone sapper there, wondering where the bloody support is. Meanwhile, window shopping heroically managed to lift his finger up onto the mouse, push it towards it, and press the button to summon another infantry section. West side of his section staying ready. Vickers moving forward here. Into advance here as Redxwings once more shift his way towards the east here. 3rd section almost done here for window shopping. He's finally gotten the fuel pumps up his base too. Fantastic. Skirmishing right inside here, the British base here. 2 command posts here for still window shopping. I'm trying to make room for the fuel point, or cut-off point there, we've got a section already blocking that as well here. Still, Redxwings is severing his opponent's fuel line, so makes sense of thumbs up to that. That is coming at a bit of a cost here to Redxwings. And he has actually gone for Italian coastal, which is definitely a very bold choice, and so using to go for that. Definitely not what most players gone from there. They actually got the Italian officer out to lead the Germans. The reason, though, they just didn't really give the Germans an officer. German officers were known for being pretty hands-on with the leadership, to the point that German officers tended to have a very high casualty rate in the German army. To the very point that by the end of the war, you'd actually have, like, captains leading, or, much larger units they were supposed to, lead, and majors and so on, that because these officers tended to, get shot a lot. So, But yeah, for whatever reasons, no German officer. Despite them being like called a Co-1 there, which this is clearly somewhat modelled after. But yes. So got the officer leading way here with his M38 Beretta submachine gun. Officer's quarters all here for Redxwings. It's definitely a bold strategy, though I definitely have no idea where it's going. Window shopping, meanwhile, going for a truck here. That is definitely also bold.
Victory point is under enemy control.
And the Timber Redxwings does pose the problem of like using then access to like easy entertainment in case of harm point. To get the option into artillery here. And quick Italian mortar fire. The Italians did have some interesting mortars, but in one that was sort of a light mortar but with a magazine for a higher rate of fire. Oh god, the distributor does get off again here still. Not bad here to start with for Redxwings. Captain Giuseppe there leads the men. So we'll have to see where it goes with that. But no tech yet here. British forces continue their glorious British advance. Also pushing towards less than few upon its set there.
Get clear of the wall.
Casualties, sometimes we'll get better too and get some bigger bonuses.
This territory is ours.
Quiet here, Pioneers back at base, still no tech for Redxwings. Window shopping, got the truck upgraded with a Pulson gun, which is then mounted with what's known as Portee. The British tended to like, you know, do their stuff when it came to like mounting guns and vehicles, they mount them pointing backwards with their anti-tank guns. Those have been very much some of the earliest British tank destroyers.
Don't go! Aim your rifle and fire!
Very easy, found themselves bombarded, almost got the western fuel point here. Still no tech for Redxwings. Got the communication cables upgrade though for the Kenka. Thumbs up if you like some place sent over. That one, okay. And easy finally being forced out by British forces. This window shopping got ready to like really lay down a big siege. We got more grenadiers for Redxwings here. A very heavy tier 1 build. Very bold, if anything. This thing goes up against the British. He's already dealing with one light vehicle. Officer being charged with the section on their own there. I don't think they're going to fare too well here against the officer. Section is corporal there. Second back with Grenadiers Pioneers.
Victory point lost.
Very unusual build-up of Redxwings, and one that so far is definitely failing to produce great results here in the face of the infantry sections. Backed up by a truck there with an anti-aircraft gun mounted on it. So I do think there might be time for some changes here for Redxwings. Who approaches things, because the current approach is definitely, I think, risking costing him some men in larger numbers. He's only behind in terms of casualties, which is not what you want against the Wehrmacht. And he's putting westwards here because they could get flanked by the Germans. There you go. Window shopping this time, bit faster react here. Gets it out of there. More grenadiers coming from the other side. Bit of a penta attack here. Cadencrad zooming back to base. Apart from the fuel point there, goes poorly for Redxwings. Fuel seized there by the Brits. Still no tech for Redxwings. And we got window shopping going for training. Vickers in the building there, getting grenaded and wiped. At least in the building though, it does mean there's no risk of falling into the hands of Redxwings. Still, it does hurt a bit of window shopping to watch his Vickers. It's just gone. Got repairs, reinforcement, healing, fresh section window shopping, so forces infantry training. So continues not to tech up. Instead opting for an MG2. The troops heading out, officer dashing, or the grenadier dashing, force leaving the officer behind to do some more safe point capturing. Also the guns pick up the Pulson gun on the truck. The MG4 almost done it for Redxwings. I mean, it's a very heavy tier 1 there for sure. Not the most common of Wehrmacht builds because it tends to be very risky. It is helped by the fact his opponent hasn't gone for a Humber and only went for the Pulton truck. Not that the Pulton isn't dangerous as well, but it's not quite as mobile as the Humber and can't quite usually drop smoke as well there. So it is a bit more limited in utility, but cheaper. But it does at the same time like aggressively like threaten Redxwings. At least it makes his build a bit more workable. Still not one I really recommend. Almost got the munitions point here. Redwings slowly making some head. Maybe got artillery put in with the opposite section. Panterfaust in the truck here. Window shopping, relaxing a bit here versus Redwings and Das Vaterland. And can only watch in horror as the Panterfaust knocks out the Indian, more or less almost entirely on the track. The hell, Nigel, I told you to watch the bloody Germans. I'm sorry. And before GT like the white, using the white phosphorus rounds here though. And there we go. White. Stinging below there to Redwings, at least they can cure it. Officer's also about to very much get perforated and non-existence. Pretty painful engagement there for Redwings. Casualties further falling behind her, and they really need to do something here soon. But the question is, what is Redwings' overarching game plan here? When you're shopping them, meanwhile, continue to drop it with a Belgium. Nose. Rend sections there too, in fact, here window shopping. Right upon they're about to be threatened here by those British forces. Sending only communicating matters of Redwings and Das Vaterland. Gradually down west, still no tech here for Redwings.
Our territory is exposed. We must re-establish a connection.
Pioneers pushing in.
The enemy holds all victory points.
Belgian truck being repaired. Finally, it took a bit of a while to get
the enemy has
chaps
taken
ready
our
to do so.
territory. The enemy remains stubborn. We are down to 300 points.
Less than 300 points left here for Redwings versus window shopping's 130. I do think Redwings may need to do something about the overall situation soon, in terms of like actually getting someone with all the fuel points he's, you know, managed to help for a while instead of sell all that fuel with. So far, there is no really sign of anything yet at Redwings. Okay, Dean, a bigger plan. And it is routed. 80 versus 125. Clock continues to tick away there. Fresh off of Redwings, but still no sign of any attack here. Okay, we got a Panzer gun coming fighting for Redwings here, and we got the company command post window shopping. Things is definitely a bit behind on the curve here.
Victory point is under enemy control.
Almost get the section there. And there you go, making the ball running towards the poultry truck. Popping white phosphorus rounds as well. Here we could see the poultry truck they get knocked out here. That's exactly what happens. Redwings strikes back. Somewhat a bit more put and blow here to window shopping. Settling before two teams are about to get utterly perforated by all the Bren gunners. Almost got decent fuel as well. In fact, Redwings almost going to have most of the larger fuel points in this map. Thumbs up.
Commander, we have command points that still require assignment.
Command points following up. Panzer Gun Company ready. Will he tech straight up to the Panzer Company? Or will there be some other scheme here being hatched by Redwings?
The enemy has taken a victory point.
Sections advancing towards the cutoff point. Then he's moving in. West side here, we've got the Ken Cutting about. Actually, section of the cutoff point. We've got two call on right at start right in place here. Brutal move here by window shopping. Almost got a full direct mark on Grenadiers, but there you go before two rescue it all. Grenadiers though got wiped on retreat, I think there. Just what did it look? I think that's what just looked. Oh, maybe not actually. All the way, the brutal stuff there. Brutal stuff. Painful. Really putting the screws there in Redwings. Redwings still doesn't have much of a sort of plan here, it seems. Still no battle, got the window shopping. We've got Indian artillery, so cheap reinforcements, and well, obviously some kind of artillery and Gurkhas. Good guards for now for window shopping.
The enemy have taken
Swift
our
advance here
territory.
with the German army down the east center side. Here, west side, Kedenkred busy. Kedenkred definitely helping Redwings a lot here with the map control situation. Ensuring the opponent doesn't have like too much for too long. They definitely need to like hold more victory points for much longer. Foot guards, they're almost ready to push back at those German infantrymen. One section right, one other section holding up the line here. More Bren guns for window shopping. Thumbs up.
He's dead. Leave him.
Taking it into foot 2. Got the 6-pounder gun spotted here. What is Redxwings playing at? Not seeing much uses of its command points. Not seeing like anything out of the Panzer Grenadier Company or anything else, so there's a lot of questions here. Got some mines, then let's see a thumbs up to that. Importantly, they're going to lay down some mines. Another MD42 for Redxwings, grenades here for window shopping. Mine goes off there, halting the foot guards advance. Very nice there, thumbs up.
An MG42 team is ready.
MG42 team ready.
We
There's
have
something
lost
close to the
control of a
Captain times
victory
reach
point.
point. Mine goes off, able to take out the entire sapper section. Let's see, we're going to leave here right outside of Redxwings base. The German infantry calls me out here. Loading a lot of fuel and just not doing anything with it. I do feel like it's something Redxwings really wants to look into. Some army here could do a lot of good versus window shopping right now, and certainly also in the future.
Enemy forces have captured a victory point.
Right then into that one, he said to that path. Steady. Charging towards the center, of course, wants to stabilize around those victory points. Mega rough getting into the officer. A bit of damage.
You have CPs available.
Shocking. Oh, maybe not that much. We could see wipe here. And if things get worse here for window shopping, he could even drop the machine gun. He did. He's making the run for it. Towards the up to cover the trick line. Needs to make a move for it, but they set their units in heavy cover. Oh, that's going to cost the Grenadiers, which. And they drop the Bren gun in return. Oh dear, that's more wipes than Redxwings. It's down to run out infantry, if anything. We got another Grenadier squad, but the section that just picking them off there. You know, that you feed the training and the recce package. This is going to be next to impossible for Redxwings to get point. It's going to just get melted here. Sheer amount of DPS I think is going the training and the power bonus is immense. The Redxwings machine is on the line. He's got houses winter shopping to try and I think counter the ND42 play. Redxwings meanwhile continues to not bother with armoured sort of attack. Do you think that is something Redxwings really want to look into soon? Because the current approach, even though it's definitely showing some successes, is also showing a lot of problems. At 11 command points over Redxwings. Almost looks like he just went for this battle exclusively for the officer.
Moving on.
Which admittedly would be very reckless.
Victory
They're not
point
necessarily
lost.
the most efficient moves.
Enemy
No
points
tech,
at
the
300
armor. Okay,
confirmed.
finally got the Panzer Company. You could have this out much sooner. And for the matter,
One of our
probably could have
capture points
Panzer
is
out
under
by
attack.
now, so definitely not the most efficient. Bill, of course, it could be that Redxwings is trying out something new, and so obviously is less certain where he wants to go with this. I mean, it's fine, but you know, I feel like Martin of the latest now displaying his strategy is starting to prove really unhelpful for him. You
Sector
see,
now under enemy control.
really fortress with a great weapon there, the hard to shoot. Machine gun actually
Grenadier
clears
squad
the
has been
barrage.
destroyed.
Another wipe in Redxwings, only just one Grenadier squad. He will need some more infantry soon. But what he goes for, of course, on the matter will just be more Grenadiers. Starstorm and Panzer Grenadiers will be intelligence. I mean, there's certainly a few paths here that Redxwings could decide to pursue.
Command points available. The enemy has taken a victory point.
MG42 and crew ready.
Lots of hanging back there. Good old howitzer. Situation here for the Germans looking very rough here. Redxwings, in some respect, I do think it's holding on fairly well, but in some respect, he's not doing himself any favours. I'll go for the Panther 49 map because we're setting up for the Sturmpanzer 4. Couldn't be any time about it. There you go, Sturmpanzer 4 for Redxwings.
We have lost a sector.
Outside!
It's definitely not a bad unit to pick under current circumstances, though I do think he really will want some infantry in the future.
Bastards have secured our territory from us.
Panzer, they're almost done. Almost done.
Victory point lost.
British forces pushing up the centre, but now the Sturmpanzer will strike back. Rolling ahead with the mighty Sturmpanzer back with the Grenadiers. Continuing advancing here. Down British infantry gating the foot guards, smashing through them Crusaders on the way here for window shopping.
Our enemy has control over all victory points.
Cap from the Brits is definitely bad news for Redxwings. Foot guards close being taken down here actually.
We've been spotted!
And Redxwings are going to need something to do with the Crusader. That will likely have to be a Panzer 4. But he also really badly needs more infantry. Like just one Grenadiers with all the work I think is far from satisfactory. Some Starsum or Panzer Grenadiers. Or Grenadiers even could work on a lot of tons. He just needs more infantry out there, period.
Fixed! Now get back into fight! We've been spotted! Here!
Machine gun setting up shop. There you go, Panderbop, Redxwings, and Das Vaterland.
The enemy has claimed our territory for their own.
Crusader swing in here, going for the flank.
They're killing my crew!
Down to 4 halfway done.
The men are ready. Might be into the infantry.
175.
Panzer company under fire.
Nearly was getting both the MD42 teams right then. That's exceeding close call for Redxwings.
We have a full crew once
That
more.
MD42 team is in heavy need of healing.
Standing by for orders. Team back at full strength.
Increase
He's
security
definitely
around the
playing
HQ.
a
We are
pretty,
down to 100 points.
You have orders?
Alarm. Panzer company
Yeah.
headquarters taking hits.
Engaging enemy!
The enemy
The
holds
Panther
all
taking us
victory
hit,
points.
but got grenades off. Moving to the centre east, up foot got bombarding the pioneers as Redxwings slowly inches towards in the name of Germany. Armoured counter-offensive commenced. It is shattering its way, at least attempting to shatter its way through the lines here.
75 points remaining for our
Success,
forces.
75 points left though. Needs to stabilise and needs to stabilise fast. Does not have a lot of room left.
Rounds complete! Our grenadiers have taken the location.
Schützenspaced armor will be applied to panzers. Post haste.
Shot
Territory
there.
sector lost.
6 pounds on the way to assist with the Sturmpanzer armoured shirts on the way for Redxwings. Thumbs up. I mean, it's a good upgrade. At this point, I think I would prefer to also see some infantry on Redxwings that push your map to victory points.
Armor
Like, you really need
supplied.
proper
Good
numbers to
hunting.
defend these points at this point. And that's a recruiting machine gun to get wiped. They also, by the way, needs more pioneers. Of course, one pioneer is what to fix the perfect hand on the jump punch wall is quite frankly folly. There's just not enough pioneers to get that done. Like any decent bases in terms of time.
Control of a victory point.
We're finding around the center here. Shuts him finally.
Enemy forces have captured a victory point.
More bombardments here, Redxwings so far withdrawn, but he's at least found either point neutral or German, actually just neutral. Does buy Redxwings crucial moments, but with only 69 victory points left, not a lot of moments. He's done laughing over the victory point. Section here being kept, grabbing the fuel point entirely, center falling, west side jump punts, actually annihilating Nigel there.
MG-42 and crew ready.
There we go, 62 versus 258. What will Redxwings go for next? More pioneers, Italians, Grenadiers, Panzers, Starstorms. Any tanks like you see, actually got a second massive house here for window shopping as well. It's very odd. It's definitely a wee bit overkill. Foot guards versus Grenadiers here.
We have command points awaiting use.
He's just got 70 command points here. It's looking like he just went for the battle group exclusively for the officer, which is kind of impressive in a strange way. Now the Panther for the Redxwings, I mean, not a bad idea, but you know, the Panther balls unfortunately can't capture points.
We should spend our munitions at once.
Can maybe take out those houses and get rid of those houses. That certainly would remove some of the pressure. When you're shopping, they're committing to more Crusader tanks here. First replacement upgrade to the Crusader Mark III with a 6-pounder gun.
Victory point is under enemy control.
58 to 58. North of the section has a bit of trouble. On the line now. Almost got the anti-tank and crew. No, fell short here.
Reporting in.
Fresh Panther around for things. Jump has now the centre of attention for most British guns. It's clearly not enjoying such attention. Panther on the move. Move.
Hold firm. We have only 50 points left.
Center has fallen, west has fallen, east is not looking great for Redxwings either. Again, the lack of infantry is really starting to become a significant issue for him, just in terms of fighting back and his opponent actually fighting for the map. Moving in on the western victory point, got 43, 255, 54. Still getting something done with his opponent, but it's just becoming more and more difficult, I feel like, with every passive engagement here.
HQ, under attack. Send some support.
Good guys, he could get crashed. Ah, he retreated just in time. He's got the foot guard section there. 43, 253. Flanking up behind the anti-tanks on which and Crusaders engaging it. And this is where some infantry hopefully out the tank guns would be very nice here, but alas. He's just operating with a single Grenadier squad. 253. Rocket machine gun, almost got us a victory point. 253. Putting up in some regards an impressive fight, but you know, it probably would have been more impressive if he just had more infantry. Got the savages laying down an immense barrage, and there you go. Kencrad, after roughly half an hour, finally goes down.
The enemy have 250 points left.
Actually, pretty good unit preservation out of Redxwings on that one. Another Panzer for Redxwings. Another Panzerkampfwagen 4.
Victory point lost.
I'm quite expecting Redxwings just go for like a heavy Panzer 4 build here, especially not with the battle group quickly made. 35 to 42. Almost at the 6-pounder there, Panzer 4's almost done.
Panzer 4 is field ready.
There you go. Panzer 4 ready for das Vaterland. This will be the beginning of a comeback for Redxwings. This is the beginning. Panzer 4 there for the damage into the right flank, not ideal. Okay, but she'll use to cover the German infantry to bring them to the point here. West side, he's jumping into the section. Almost got the entire section wiped here. Close call. Such a close call.
Pioneers,
First section
by.
advancing. Finding more pioneers out for Redxwings. This is definitely something to get more out of sooner than anything. Here we are. Looks like we might just see a triple cap now here from window shopping and Redxwings also armor
We have
training
lost
there.
control of the victory point.
I think this could very well be the end here for Redxwings. I feel like if he gets a triple cap now, I mean Redxwings is just going to have next to no time to actually capture the point before then it's too late.
Only 25 points remain. Prepare emergency
23.
evacuations.
Yeah.
Alarm!
That triple cap, even if it gets
All
one
victory points are
point,
under
it's just
enemy
not going to be like fast enough because the take is just happening at a really aggressive pace here. I fear this might have been the end. And Redxwings just ultimately unable to leverage all of his nice, cool Panzer IVs.
down to our last 10 points.
Real shame, but there you go. Well played, well shot. Except that Redxwings just his infantry preservation, unfortunately, very much turned a bit fine in this match. I'd say cost GG, game over. Redxwings, I think at times was close, but again, he had a bit of a bad habit picking engagements with his grenadiers. And he ended up losing quite a few of them in some really unfortunate manners, which only benefited his opponent. And really like window shop to, snowball, combined with the fact he never replaced his infantry or even got more pioneers. And I think, the recipe for an unfortunate defeat that Redxwings laying up, despite, doing reasonable overseas Kencrad laying down the Panzer IVs. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed the match. You've learned something from it. This is Imperial Link. Cheers, and see you all tomorrow for another exciting episode. Bye, everyone.